Okay. Okay, so she's going to do a tarot reading. I have no idea how long this tarot reading will go for. I'm intentionally doing a tarot reading today as there's been so many big messages coming through. Hello messages. And I'm intentionally wanting to work with the tarot today. Hi, how are you going? All of you. How are you all going? I'll just wait a moment and let people come on into the room. Come on into the room if you dare. Right, you need to see more. You need to see more. Is that what you feel? Beautiful. It's so freaking hot. Let me tell you. Okay, so we're starting with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands can be seen as the marriage card, celebration card, the card that speaks of, in some ways, the coming together of more than one. I just heard more than the sum of its parts. That could mean something to some of you. I have a really important message actually come through just before I open up this video about working with heavier, bigger energies. Please let me check what resonates, leave what does not. Breaking many chains, breaking many chains. I'm so exhausted and hot. There's something going on to do with museums. There's something going on. So the energies that are coming forward at the moment are Artemis, who can also be compared to the mythical figure known as Diana. Right? Which of course can be connected to other well-known. So intentionally wanting to anchor in with some tarot today, starting with the Four of Wands. This is about thriving. Something to do with museums. This can be symbols. It can be a museum. It's actually a location. You may be, hi, how you doing? Peace and love. So it could be a location that you know, a museum that you visit. You may be working in a museum. Or it can be talking about what's going to call it? Just feeling this energy. You can be talking about a museum of your life. So there's this really strong, it's boiling hot here at the moment, so please excuse if I seem more distracted than usual. This can be the museum of your lived experiences. Artemis, of course, is identified as a hunting goddess. So for some of you, this has to do with a seeking, a giving, and a receiving. There's something about a museum. It's really interesting. It's almost like Artemis wants to talk about, it's almost like these hunting deities, these hunting goddesses connected to the forest, connected to nature, want to talk about the spiritual debt that museums have, okay? the spiritual depth the museum has. Please can you feel the guidance in this seven days? I'd like to move into the channel. No matter what I look like in this moment, and as I go further into the channel, know I'm absolutely fine, and that I use my entire vessel to work with energies, to channel messages, to talk to the divine, to the higher powers, to talk to spirits, ancestors. Please can you change my life in most benefits for them, but we don't have the fear of pentacles. This could be connected to a church group, this could be connected to some kind of online or offline organized religious group. More and more truths will be revealed as we move forward as a collective. Please give us clear and divine guidance. There is a red dragonfly that is the satisfying guide. Dragonflies may be symbolic or mean something to you, connected to your religion, your childhood, your past, your aesthetics, or of course your culture, right? So, thriving love, yeah. The museum of your life, defending, protecting the things that should be in the museum of your life. Take it as it resonates, and the things that need to be returned. Yeah, so I can speak on this from my own cultural experience. Museums have a lot of dead bodies. Museums have a lot of artifacts that actually come from different peoples across the world, which is what's being represented here. With the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands. The Queen of Wands can speak about, I'm seeing a grandmother sitting around a fire. Now I'm seeing multiple grandmothers, multiple ancient beings, particularly medicine women, particularly people who are sacredly connected to the divine, to the eternal womb, to Gaia's eternal womb, the waters of Gaia. And I'm seeing seas rising. I've been getting lots of messages come through about Noah's Ark. Please for this clear and divine guidance be most beneficial for everyone involved. Things must be returned from the museum, whether this is a museum in your mind, in your body, in your soul, in your physical reality. Things need to be returned from the museum to their rightful places. This can also, there's an energy and a sense of choosing what will remain, everyone gets to tell their own story, everybody gets to choose their own path. Page of Swords. The pages can definitely be ones who make many mistakes, as I said, spiritual mistakes and mishaps. You may be dealing with page-like energy, whether that's within yourself or other people. Please give us clear and divine guidance, being most beneficial for everyone involved. How do we have our love thrive? How do we continue to thrive? Yeah? How that way is that every new person, every new place, every new energy you come into contact with, you are taking on a tour through the museum of your own existence, through the museum of your own mind. That makes me think about the mind palace, as I refer to it. And that's connected to philosophies around memory, philosophies around having privacy, around having anonymity, around being able to have thoughts and feelings and a conversation with your higher self that remains private. This is a sacred thing and very important for everyone. Please excuse me, I'm in the channel. Hello. Hi. Sorry, I'm not really understanding what any of these messages mean. But hello, thank you for being here, Yeah, so there's definitely like a defensive energy around the museum. I'm just seeing the Sphinx, and there's that scene in a never-ending story where you have to pass through these two monolithic statues that also have powers, and there's something about monuments. So it's like tearing down old monuments that are holding in ghosts. Yeah? So this is not just about the money that is owed to people connected to the museum. This is not just about the rights being restored to the rightful owners of certain stories, certain sacred objects. Clearing the path, just clearing the path. Thanks for being here. If anyone has a direct question for the cards, you're welcome to put it in the comments. I don't always leave the card open, so you're welcome. Oh my gosh, it's so hot today. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we're really breaking this paradigm, this prison